Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is Dan Nocturne Knives coming at you today with an unboxing video. I have this knife, just got it delivered today from Kunwu. This is their newest release. There was a Kickstarter campaign for this, and I got in on that when I saw it. This one is interesting, has a very an interesting, unique steel, so I'm interested to check it out, and I haven't had a Kunwu before. So this is a Chinese maker. They popped up a couple years ago and have been doing really good work from everything I've seen. Their prices and materials are awesome, and they do really good quality from what I've heard. I'm excited to get to check one out. Let's take a look at it. This cool magnetic closure box, very nice. Inside, you have this bag. It's lined with this really soft plushy material. Cool little bag there. It also came with this inside the shipping box. I think this is some oil because this is not a stainless steel. It is, I believe, a tool steel. So I'm pretty sure this is oil. So it's nice that they give you that. Here's the card. There's your certificate of authenticity. That doesn't actually tell you anything about the knife itself. Comes with microfiber cloth, very cool. Just kind of swagging you out here. Do not eat. This is cool. It comes with some extra, let's see, I think this is the tool to take it apart, and then you have extra screws and what looks like 2 extra pocket clips, which is really neat. That's cool that they include that. You have this nice foam cutout, and here's the knife itself. That's everything there. Take a look at this. I got this in the diamond textured titanium, and this is called the Chad, the Kunwu Chad. Very cool. Open that up. Okay, it's really smooth. Out of the box, very smooth. This big thumb plate here is nice. It's super easy to use. Yeah, you get a lot of traction, really easy. I love the engagement on this lock. That's really nice, super easy to use. I wonder if that will cause any issues ergonomically. It doesn't feel like it would. In pocket, maybe you could feel those poking a little bit, but I don't think it'll be a huge issue. Knife has a solid weight to it. Feels a little on the heavy side, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, there's no internal milling. I'm not sure why they didn't do any internal milling, because it is kind of heavy. Although with that said, the balance is not bad here, right in the middle of the finger choil. Yeah, really cool looking knife. I like this big, kind of dramatic sheep's foot shape, nice straight edge. Dang, feels really sharp. So it is the Chad, and the steel is PM60. If I can remember, I'll put a link like in the description and maybe put up some stats on screen about that steel, because it's very interesting and unique, and this knife is unique in that it's using that steel, and that Kun was running it insanely hard. It's like 67 HRC, if I remember correctly. Really cool. Let's see, middle finger flick, pretty easy. Yeah, that's nice. And you can slow roll it super easy. Ergonomics wise, feels nice. It's got a good, pretty neutral handle here. You can see it has one spot for your index finger. The rest of your fingers can just fall there. In my medium to large size hands, fits nicely. There's the saber grip, hammer grip, really nice. I have room for all my fingers. You can easily choke up here, actually, and get a lot of control. Pinch grip feels nice. Lock engagement, lock disengagement, I really like. It's super easy. It's easier than a lot of axis locks, just because a lot of the times you'll have a small little post that's sticking off that you have to grab. This with these bigger engagement points is definitely easier. The detent is a little bit soft on this. I'm not sure if there's a way to adjust it. I kind of don't think there is. Let's see, although it does come with different springs in here, I wonder if these springs are stiffer than the ones that are in it right now. Take a look at everything that's in here. Okay, so it definitely comes... These springs look like they may be different. Actually, maybe not. I think they are the same. Yeah, these look like they're the same. I don't think these are any different. I think they're just straight replacements. And then it has this middle clip on here right now, and you can optionally switch that out for a wire clip. Very cool that they include both of those. You can go with your preference. Centering on this is perfect. No blade play, really nice. Yeah, blade falls shut very easily. Yeah, the detent, I mean, it's pretty standard for like an axis lock. Pretty standard. In other words, I wish it were stronger. That's one of my biggest criticisms with a lot of axis locks, is they tend to have a weak detent. So I do wish that were stronger. On the blade, the grind feels pretty thin. You can see getting decently thin there. Feels really sharp. The plunge grind, it looks like the plunge grind might intersect with the edge just ever so slightly. Although, I don't know, I say that, but maybe not. Okay, the choil, it might be clearing the plunge grind. Yeah, I know, I think we're good after looking at it. I think we're good on the plunge grind. I don't think you'd have an issue sharpening this. Here's some magazine paper. Yeah, it feels really good. That's a nice edge on there. That is impressively sharp. That's about as sharp a factory edge as I've seen from anyone other than Spyderco. Yeah, that's quite good. Oh yeah, easily shaving hair. That's a nice factory edge. I'm happy with that. Get those out of the way. Take a look at the texture on here. It looks really nice. It feels good. I worry that it may be too grippy in pocket with the clip being right here. There's no smooth spot where the clip lands. We'll have to see how that works out. I worry that it will shred pockets. We'll see. In putting it in and out of my pocket just now, it feels all right. We'll have to see how it does on pockets. I really like the texturing here that they've done around the chamfers. Where your fingers hit, looks really nice. It feels good. Pivot is really cool. Nice stylized pivot, and then you've got a standard Torx on this side. Yeah, so far I think I'm pretty pleased with this. My only problems so far are I wish it were skeletonized on the inside, and I wish the detent were harder. Firmer detent would be cool, although it's not bad for an axis lock, and all told, it's not insanely heavy. Pretty easy to get the middle finger flick. You can either kind of grab the thumb plate with your middle finger like this and push out, or you can just put your whole finger behind it like this. You have your option. Putting your whole kind of fingernail behind it like that is definitely the easier option. But you can also stick your middle finger straight onto it like that. Overall length is coming in at about 8 1/8 or so, just over 8 inches. Blade length, we're looking at just right under 3.5. It's pretty close to 3.5. And then cutting edge is about 3.4 or so. I like the way it looks. Let me know what you guys think about the aesthetics on this knife. I think I like it. I'm usually not quite as big a fan of the rounded sheep's foots like this. And you know, I was looking at this in pictures and thought maybe if you cut this straight, I bet that would look really neat. More like a, say, a Spyderco Yojimbo or something like that, where it has this straight point. I bet that would look pretty neat. Something like that. See if you cut that to be a straight point, I bet that would look cool. That's something I may consider doing. I think the name to naming this knife Chad is really funny. I think that's a great touch that they did that. It's just funny. It's a really funny thing to do. I think it's a joke that everyone's in on. I appreciate that. A little humor, a little lightness in your knives. Take a look at blade stock thickness. Okay, so blade stock, we're looking at 0.118, so under 1/8 of an inch. I like that. And then behind the edge thickness, we're looking at 16 thousandths right behind the edge. Something like that. Looks like the edge is maybe 20 degrees or so per side. Not bad at all. And that, just looking at it, yeah, that's about what I would guess. Definitely uneven. This side may be closer to 24, 25, with this side closer to 20. Not bad, though. At the very least, it's even from heel to tip. From side to side, it is a little bit different, but heel to tip, it's not too bad. Yeah, an interesting knife. This being my first Kunwu, I'm pretty happy so far. I'm into it. The build quality is here. The centering is great. The action is nice. Absolutely no play side to side or up and down. The lock disengages really easily. The design, the ergonomics, it's all here. They really have done quite a good job. And at this price point, I cannot remember what the price on this was. I want to say it was like $225. It was something really good for the wacky steel they're using. So value-wise, I think very impressive here. Got the milled clip. It looks like it has plenty of clearance. It doesn't have too much tension on it. Looks like a nice clip. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this for the price, the quality. Yeah, I'm satisfied. Got an interesting steel. I'm interested to get some use on this and sharpen it. I think that will be very interesting to do. You know, looking at it, I wonder how you remove these thumb studs. I wonder if you could just like turn it. How are these on here? I really have no idea how the thumb studs are secured on there. Is it a press fit? I don't know, because there's no screw anywhere on it. Is it a press fit, or maybe they just screw off or something? It looks like it might be a press fit. I don't know how else they would be getting those on there. Strange. I think they probably wouldn't quite interfere. At least for freehand sharpening, I don't think they would quite interfere with sharpening. Now, maybe if you're on a system and you have to put the knife straight, then you might have an issue with the stone hitting the studs. As you get back to the heel, that could be a flaw in the design, is the non-removable thumb plates. I always appreciate when a thumb stud or a thumb plate, whatever, is easily removable. That's a really nice thing to aid in sharpening or to add your own custom thumb stud, whatever you want. But I think that's always a nice feature. So it's a little annoying to see these aren't at least easily removable. I am intrigued as to how they're put on, though. So there are my first impressions and an unboxing of this very interesting knife from Kunwu, the Chad in PM60 steel and this diamond textured titanium. I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you enjoyed it. Go down and drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts about this knife. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Did you get one? Whatever it is, I would love to hear it. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. And with all that said, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.